notified that this will be an 8-lap race. The sunshine is coming out. It's rising quite nicely onto the main straight in little bits. There comes Kelly Fletcher, the number 22 car. That's in the Dolphin Engineering Formula V Forza. Byron Mitchell will come through now. Car number 21. That's where we like to see him in a V, having some good fun out there. He made his name in the Renault, the 2-litre VW powered wings and slicks car. And of course here is going to be a case of no wings and semi-slicks. As I see Wynand de Ridder coming into position, I do see though that Damian White and Hayden Elwood, which is the sum total of Class C, is not going to be partaking in this race. I see that there is a red V at the exit of the Joubert pits, waiting as a pit lane starter.
But I believe Byron's going to be a little bit too late to get that into position. I see there is a missing 5th place there. And I'm not sure that would be Hayes Salmon,
Team in the pits,
who now, as we see, would be leaving the pits as a pit lane starter. So some sort of issue they've got there. Maybe it was just too late getting out, and he's missed out on that outlap. But we wait for the Lollipop Man as he sticks up the timer. 5-second board out. He runs out of the way. We wait for the lights to go on. They are on and they are off, and the drivers are underway. Byron Mitchell getting a little bit jumped at the start there by Joshua Smith as they make their way to turn 1.
There was a bit of wheel spin off the line there for Byron Mitchell. That means that Lariche takes the lead into turn 1, and he'll keep Byron Mitchell at bay on his outside. But I think Byron Mitchell will come around the outside. He'll go over the rumble strips there, and it'll be a drag race to Castrol Corner turn 2. Let's see them as they come through. It was only a matter of time before Byron Mitchell pierced through back into the lead. It looks like Kelly Fletcher dropped the position at the start from her 3rd place, and that looked to be that lovely black machine coming through there, Jordan.
Yeah, sorry for my mistake. It was Lariche that jumped Byron on the line. Our timing screen hasn't updated yet, so we'll have to wait until they come across the line for that to update. But we watch as it's a 4-way battle for the lead almost as they make their way into Sorrel Sweep turn 4 and onto the back straight. And as we look, that will be led out by Andre Lariche, sorry, but look how close it is. Here comes Byron Mitchell on the inside as they make their way down the back main and towards Pertamina Fostron. But just behind them in the slipstream, we can see on those other semi-slick cars, it's Kelly Fletcher and Joshua Smith as they make their way now into turn 5.
Yeah, I think it was Joshua Smith that might have just jumped off of the line there, Jordan. They're coming to complete the first of 8 racing laps here. Out of Pertamina Fastron towards the line we then run now. Look at Byron Mitchell. He's got a horde of angry V's behind him, and it's going to be zigzagging at the back there in 3rd position. That's Ricky Anderson, actually. That's trying to make his way through, but a pass for the front is happening almost immediately, and I think the person who came to the front there could be Kelly Fletcher.
Yeah, a little bit of an odd mix-up, but I assume she got that slipstream and that slingshot down the back main. And sorry for my mistake, it is Ricky Anderson. I completely forgot. Oh, as he does a spin and he collects himself very, very well. Well done, Ricky. Unfortunately, he loses out that time. I think hard on the brakes behind Andre Lariche, and he spins himself out. But sorry, that is Ricky Anderson. I completely forgot, even though I said he's in the new outfit color scheme. But he was fighting there up at the front, and he's just lost out on that position there after that spin. But we'll watch as they make their way again through Sorrel Sweep and down the back main. But we'll see who comes out the lead. Look at the gap, Byron. It's still Kelly Fletcher ahead of Byron Mitchell and Andre Lariche.
Yeah, Andre Lariche, and then we have a gap to Joshua Smith in that camouflage car. Joshua Smith will come up into 4th position there after that spin earlier on the Joubert straight before the corner. But just want to note something over here as well. We've got a number 4 car out there, Ezio Maletta, that's in the former Graham Knight car that is run by Elof transponders or transistors, excuse me. And then what happens is Kelly Fletcher crosses the line now, a 1:22.893. She is now 1 second ahead of Byron Mitchell, and there's somebody had a big lockup into turn 1.
I believe that was Lariche. Actually, we look, I think Byron Mitchell's had another issue, or is that is Byron Mitchell, and I was just about to comment on him having an issue last time. That's how Kelly got ahead of him the last round. Besides the sheer pace that she has, unfortunately, Byron having another issue. I'm not sure what that may be, but there goes Ricky Anderson and that of Adrik Haysom passing that Dolphin Engineering car as he pulls off into the oval. Unfortunately, or he'll try and make his way around to get back to the pits, but he's going very, very slowly there, Byron.
Yeah, 6 laps left to go. Kelly Fletcher, that means Andre Lariche then will move up into second behind Kelly Fletcher. A nifty gap between herself and the former third place man, Joshua Smith, up into fourth. Then Ricky Anderson still holding what is now fifth, will become fourth. And Ulrich Haysom is in that red car that started in the pit lane, doing quite nicely over here. And what happens is we have down the straight then the field coming over there and towards the line now. Here comes Kelly Fletcher crossing the line. And Andre Lariche will come up into second, 2.1 seconds back. Then Joshua Smith will come up into third position as we have 5 laps left to go, and they just started at fifth to last lap.
Another fastest lap, as you said, a 126.846 there. I say not another fastest lap, a fastest lap from the previous laps. Kelly Fletcher still leading out the field from Andre Lariche, and Joshua Smith a little bit further behind, 5.5 seconds behind the lead, but 3.5 behind Andre Lariche at the moment. Everyone's spread out a little bit, but if you look, there's Ricky Anderson going very wide and losing out to Haysom through Castrol Corner. And a little bit further back, we watch Cyril Somerville and Donovan Ramsey fighting out there for that 6th position as they make their way through the kink now and into Interceptor Corner. But I see Byron, there is a yellow flag, and I believe that is Byron. Sorry, that's a double waved yellow there, and I believe that might be Byron Mitchell being stuck there on the side of the track, but unfortunately we just can't see him. He's a little bit out of view.
Yeah, it's the Armco barrier that's blocking our view of him. He might be just parked around that section there, Jordan, but that now, of course, means that Wynand de Ridder goes up into 8th position. Here now comes Ezio Mileta that comes across the line to complete a lap, but Ezio Mileta, who currently runs in 9th position, is in danger of being lapped by Kelly Fletcher. And Andre Lariche is putting in some mighty times now, Jordan, because a 126.676 from Lariche means that he's only 1.3 seconds off of Kelly Fletcher now. He's eating into that gap now with 4 laps left to go.
Brilliant stuff from Andre Lariche, but we do get confirmation that that is the 21 of Byron Mitchell that was on the inside of turn 3. But we look at towards the kink now and into Interceptor Corner. Like you were saying, that time is getting eaten away by Andre Lariche. Kelly Fletcher needs to look in her mirrors at the moment because it is getting extremely close.
Yeah, he took 0.8 of a second out on the last lap there. Jordan, remember, they just came by Ezio Mileta, so I didn't see them both get past him and how clean it was. But it looks like they relatively got cleanly past Ezio Mileta, who's the one at the 9th position. But down the back straight they go now, Jordan, in the slipstream for Lariche. He'll go onto the inside for Pertamina Fastron, turn 5. And will he take the lead? I think he will.
It's going to be extremely close, but we'll have to wait. He dives down the inside line, but he might go a little bit wide, which should give Kelly Fletcher the line down the main straight. We'll watch here. It's all down to toe and slipstream, even though these cars have no downforce. They're like little bullets. Pulling alongside comes Kelly Fletcher. They cross the line nose to nose, but who's got the bigger of the cojones to make it into turn 1? And I think it's the Lady Racer who takes that one into turn 1, taking the lead back again. But I don't think Lariche is going to give up without a fight, sorry. Down the Joubert straight, a little bit more slipstream, but it's going to be who's later on the brakes into Castrol Corner.
Yeah, watch him go through turn 2 over there as well. A bit of a, no, not a tighter line. Haysom is slowing on the main straight, the number 44, and he's revving that motor. I think he has got no gears, no selection. That's a gearbox full of neutrals, and you'll have to pull that car off somewhere.
Now that's very unfortunate. I just saw him standing in the middle of the track as he was getting passed left and right, so that became a bit of a danger. But unluckily, yes, he has found a gear, Frankie, and he's got up and running more like puttering around the track at the moment. But we look down the back straight. This is the third last lap as they make their way into Pertamina Foster on Kelly Fletcher. Now about 2.5 seconds ahead. So she's managed to get a little bit of a lead back, but late on the brakes is Lariche into turn 5. He seems very comfortable jumping on the brakes super late as they make their way out of Pertamina Foster and Byron. It's going to be Kelly Fletcher and Lariche down the main straight once again, but Lariche is not as close as Kelly was a lap ago, and I think Kelly's going to get it into turn 1.
Yeah, Kelly Fletcher just put in a 1:25.457, 0.3 of a second faster than Andre Lariche. So she's responded, but Lariche comes very close in turn 1 and has a sniff at the lead. It's the now or never lap. That's what we say, I say, in oval racing. I'm going to apply it here now because Lariche is going to look on the outside. She plants her car very nicely there, does Kelly Fletcher. She is an experienced racer, and time is running out for Andre Lariche now, out of Castrol Corner, through the kink as we go, and into the Interceptor shoes section now. Look at the pace that she has through that particular section, and that could win her this race, Jordan.
Yeah, just a correction there. A lap and a half to go, Byron. So they're going to make their way down the back straight now to come to the last lap. So it's literally going to be a last lap shootout as they look, Byron, as they make their way down the back straight. Lariche around the outside, but we'll see them run side by side as there's a double waved yellow into Pertamina Fostron, which is going to be no overtaking. But I believe that Andre Lariche got the position before the overtake. Before the double yellows. And I think it's still that Salmon car that's puttering around without any gears, but we'll see coming to the line to start their final lap. Lariche has taken the lead, but here comes Kelly Fletcher. Look at her going onto the inside, making her way into turn 1. She's going to dive late on the brakes. No lockup inside just yet, and she manages that. Byron, take them away.
Yeah, my apologies. This is in fact the final lap of the race. Lariche comes right back on that inside. They go down the Joubert straight now towards turn 2. Let's see Kelly Fletcher. She'll be much later on the brakes over here, definitely. From the outside, though, they almost touch wheels, and Lariche has got that inside line. He'll push it ahead now. Now, Kelly Fletcher is going to have to use the drive out of turn 2, through the kink and into turn 3. Very exciting. Always to watch in that point of the circuit there, Jordan, and onto that short Joubert straight now, and grow horns through the double apex right-hander at turn 4, saddle sweep, and down the straight they will then run. Will she be able to make any sort of move?
I don't know, but we're watching and waiting as they've got one back straight to go in the final corner. Here they come, Kelly Fletcher in the slipstream, and she'll pull out to the left-hand side across all the routes and the bumpiness of the rear end of the circuit, and they'll make their way into Pertamina Fostron. Now it's a battle of who's later on the brakes, and I think it's going to be Kelly Fletcher this time around. But she is on the outside, which isn't the place you want to be, but she makes it stick. She sticks it to the man, Byron. But now it's going to be the run to the line. Who's going to take it as we see them come through the kink, turn 5.5, as they make their way down the main straight, and I don't think Lariche has enough, and it won't be. It'll be 2 car lengths to the line, and Kelly Fletcher will take the overall victory for race 1. 0.3 of a second ahead of Andre Lariche, but now we wait for Joshua Smith, racing on his own in that camouflaged Formula V. He'll throw his hands up in excitement. He'll take 3rd place overall in race 1. Now we wait for that newly outfitted car of Ricky Anderson to come across the line there in that black and pink 96. Crossing the line in 4th place. Not the place he wanted to be after that spin into Castrol Corner, but hopefully he'll be back again for race 2.
Yeah, we wait now. Jordan, Donovan Ramsey, car number 95, will come towards the line in 5th position. And ahead of Cyril Somerville, Vainant de Ridder putting in a fine drive over there as well for 10th position. And Ezio Mileta still circulating at the moment in that number 4 Elof car. I know that he's been struggling with a car that seems to be misfiring. But, well, we'll see now. He comes down the back straight, and that he will complete this race, what will be a lap down from everyone else. But it's good to have another campaigner on the field. There he goes into turn 5, into what is normally Cape Town Corner, but Pertamina Fostron, our proud sponsors over there as well. Why you told me? And he'll come to the line and take the checkered flag.
But brilliant racing there. Brilliant racing there. So, but good race, and we wait for the next one to come across.
One. Ah.